plus 2.
8 plus 2?
5 plus 5.
5 plus 5? 7 plus 3. Great job. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to flip over a card, and you're going to tell me how many dots you see and how you know. Okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumb on your heart when you know. Thumb on your heart when you know. Kaylin, what do you see? How many dots?
10.
How do you know it's 10?
Because
What do you see?
I counted by 2s.
Can you tell me? Show me out loud.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Ooh, connection. I see what you're seeing. Anybody see it a different way? No, it's 10, but see it differently. You counted by ones, all of the dots. Who can see 5? Does anybody see 5 on these dots? Where's the 5? Ooh, I can see what you're saying. So does everybody see it? Ah, I got it. So here's 5, and then the other side, Rihanna, is 5. That goes with your fact, doesn't it? 5 plus 5. Great job. You ready for another dot image? Ready? 1, 2, 3. How many? How many dots? Allison,
6.
how'd you know it was 6?
Because 5 plus 1 is 6.
5 plus 1 more equals 6? What did you
I
notice?
thought about subtraction because if you had 10, then you subtracted 4, you get me to 6.
10 minus 4 makes 6. What are you thinking?
From 3, I found 3.
Uh-huh.
And then I knew 3 plus 3 is 6.
So you saw 3 and 3 more, and that's a doubles fact, you know? So this is 6. How many more make 10?
4.
4 more make 10. All right, you ready for another one?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, thumb on your heart when you know. How many dots do you see? Samantha,
8.
you see 8? How did you know it was 8? That was fast.
Because 5 is 3.
Because 5 plus 3 is equals 8. Did anybody see it differently? Anderson, what do you see?
4 plus 4.
You know 4 plus 4. Where do you see 4, sweetheart? Show me the 4 you see. Uh-huh. Great job. Did anybody think about subtraction? What did you do with subtraction, Rihanna?
If we had, I did 10.
Mm-hmm, 10.
Minus 2, it gets me to 8.
So if I take off 2, did you think about that too, Samantha? You were thinking that? All right, last one. You ready? 1, 2, 3. How many dots? Ooh, Allison, how many dots? You think it's 9. Connection if you agree. Okay, Allison, how did you know it was 9?
Because 6 plus 3 is 9.
Okay, so you're seeing 6 plus 3. Did anybody see it differently? How did you see it, Kaylin?
By 2, so I knew 2, and then 4, and then 6, and then 8, and then I saw 1 more.
Okay, so you counted by 2s, okay?
I did 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
So kind of similar, but you did 2 plus 2, you were adding on 2s. Does anybody in here know how to count by 3s?
Me, 3.
Let's pretend, let's count by 3s. Let's all do it together, ready? 3, 6, 9. You did it, you counted by 3s. So we have 9 more. How many more do we need to make a 10? 1. Great job, Anderson. All right, so everybody's going to get this page. And this is called Adding Compatibles. And we're trying to loop numbers that make 10. So you cannot circle them if they aren't a combination of 10. Does anybody see a combination of 10 on my page?
Wait.
Does anybody see a combination of 10 on my page? Kaylin?
5 plus 5.
5 plus 5. So because it makes 10, I can loop it. Who sees another combination of 10? Anderson? 7 plus 3, so I can put these together, can't I? I see this 8. What goes with the 8 to make 10, Samantha?
8 plus 2.
8 plus 2. Your job is to try to find them all and don't leave any numbers unlooped. Can you try it?
10.
Oh, You know what, Rihanna has a great question. She wants to know, and you're gonna answer her question. She wants to know if 10 plus 0, could we loop it? Does that make 10?
Yeah.
Yes, how do you know?
Because 0 is no
9
number.
plus 1.
0 doesn't have a value, so 10 plus 1. All right, so you get your own. You loop. You do it.
Can we do a marker?
You can do it with your marker. What, honey?
There's
A 1 and a 0 and
I know, but it's really just a 1, not with the 0. So then it's really just a 1, right? Or the 0 is just a 0. Loop your 10s. Good job, Allison. What were you thinking about there? How did you know? What stopped yourself? What did you think about?
Because I know that 7 and 8 do not make a 10.
7 and 8 don't make a 10. Great job. And you found what went with 8 to make a 10? 8 plus what?
2,
8 plus 2. And then what did you loop with 7 to make a 10?
3.
7 and 3. Good job. Keep going. Yes, Kaylin.
I'm done.
You're finished?
Same.
Great. We're going to stop our number talk and we're going to get ready to do a ways to make a number.
Done.
So if you finished yours, nope, you can fold it.
Put it in ways to
Put it in your number talks. Put it in your number talks part of your folder. Good job.
Ways to make a number.
Yeah, we're gonna do, yeah, that was your number talk. We were making 10s. Okay, I'm gonna show you what's in my basket. You get a few seconds to take a guess. About how many blocks do we have? Go ahead and sit. About how many do we have? Who would like to make an estimate? Kaylin, you're raising your hand quietly.
391.
391. Allison, what's your estimate? Have a seat, sweetheart.
449.
449. Good guess. Anderson, what do you think? How many do you? 391. Samantha, do you have a guess? Have an estimate? 473. What do you think, Brianna?
I think it's 7.
Do you want to just take another peek? Don't count. Just take a guess. What do you see?
I think it's going to be 400 because I see a lot of 10.
Oh my goodness. What did Brianna just say? What did she just say?
She thinks it's gonna be 400 because she saw a lot of 10s.
What happens when we have a lot of 10s? What can we do?
100.
We can make 100. How many 10s do we need before we can make
10,
100?
10.
Oh, we need
10
10 10s. All right, so you guys ready to do some counting with me? Markers down because I need your voices. Ready? Let's count. 100.
200, 300, 310,
320.
330,
340. I don't hear everybody. 350.
306, 370, 380, 390, 400.
It's 400. Oh my gosh, did Rihanna's prediction come true? What are you saying, Samantha? What do you want us to do?
Like together.
What do they make, Anderson? What does this make? It makes 100. And we can put it where? With the hundreds in the hundreds place. So we have 400. Okay, let's keep counting. 410. Let me hear your voices.
20, 430, 400, 431,
Good job. Keep counting.
432, 433, 435,
What do we have?
334.
Thank you, Allison.
434.
434. Last one. Who can say the value of our number? Samantha. 435. All right, so how many hundreds are we going to draw? How many, we need 400s in our mod. Flats, 400s. How many tens do we have?
33.
3, which has a value of 30. How many ones do we have? 5. Okay. That was our first way, 435. Show me your equation using expanded form. Show me. Ooh, so do we think we can figure out another way? You do it and see if, and I'm gonna check your ideas. You're gonna prove your thinking to me. Remember, what do we have to have each time? Does our value stay the same? Yeah,
Yes.
we want it to be 435. Could we break apart some of the blocks?
Yes.
We could exchange 100 or we could exchange a 10, right? I wanna see what you can come up with. Rihanna, I love what you made, so I'm coming to take a picture of it.
Wait.
What's the value of your tens?
30.
How much? So you have 30, but you also have some here. How much do you have there? Do you want to count them? Count them out loud. Count by tens.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Uh-huh.
110, 120, 130.
So the value of your 13 tens is 100.
30.
Great job.
30.
And then you did how many ones?
5.
And you still have 435. Great other way. Wow, did you do something similar? Kaylin, what did you do that was like Rihanna's?
I had 300, then I put 10 tens
Where did you get the 10 tens from?
from the chart.
From the chart. What place value is that? Hundreds, tens, or ones?
10.
What's this?
100.
Oh, so what did you do with that 100?
I put it. I exchanged.
You
it to
exchanged
10.
it, right? You broke it apart into 10 tens. Good job. See if you can come up with another way. Oh, what did you do, Samantha? Yours is a little different than Rihanna's and Kaylin's.
I took away 110
Uh-huh.
and put it in the ones.
And you put it in the ones place. How many ones did that make?
15.
15 ones. Can you try a third way? Oh, good job, Allison. What did you do on your second way?
I left the flat the 100 good, and then I took 110 away and put it on the ones place.
So you exchanged a 10?
Yeah.
I like how you're organizing your tens. You have them in rows of 5, don't you? That's easier to keep track of them. Wonderful job. And look what you did. I can see. The one thing I want you to double check, you exchanged this 10, right? And you made it into 10 ones. How many tens do you still have? What do you think? Yeah. What's the value of 2 tens?
20.
20. You did another way. I'm so excited.
I'm done.
Wow, guys, this is so cool. All right, hold on. Let me get this back. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, so if you're still working on ways to make a number, we're gonna pause our thinking, take your ways to make a number and put it in the back of your folder. And your ways to make part, yep. We're gonna do some adding and subtracting. I know, that's one of our favorite things to do. Let me get all of our supplies out. When you get to the blue and purple numbers, we're gonna keep working on this till we get to, we're starting off with 2-digit, then 3-digit, then 4 digits, so that we can add and subtract really big numbers in 4th grade. Does that sound like a good plan? Yeah, it sounds awesome. We're gonna be so good at it. All right, my friends, so here's what we've got. You're gonna have some choices because you've been working on this now for a while. So you get to decide which ones you want to start with. I'm going to put the pink here. I've got the orange, the yellow, and the green. I want you to practice. You can do some with just numbers, but I also still want you to be solving problems too, okay? And if it's one that you've already done, you can try to find a different one. So maybe if you solve 2 numbers only, then you try solving a word problem. Deal? You can pick a color that you're comfortable with, and you can start wherever you feel like you want. You're gonna start with orange, okay? You're gonna try to show you something that might work with a number line, okay? You found some that you're gonna work with? Okay.
I want to work problem.
Okay, and a word problem. Great job. Find one that you haven't done. Awesome.
So I have to start with orange.
Great.
I can't take away 3 from 5.
Awesome job, Rihanna.
6 becomes 6. This makes us 6. The 6 becomes a 5.
Great.
And 6. 6 goes to the 3rd. The 3 so it's 13,
Right.
14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. And the 5.
Great job. So you're using your expanded form. Awesome.
Can I have a calculator?
Yeah, try, check your thinking.
I got it right.
Okay.
Now go to the orange.
Did you check your work?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I got it.
You're checking now, Allison? Sounds good.
4, 5. Okay, I did.
Great job setting it up.
I tried that one.
What are you noticing?
So,
What has been helping you? Go ahead, tell me, what are you noticing?
dark one.
Yep, you think you might want to try it? So before, when we've done 2-digit numbers, we just did a tens and ones chart. How about we start with a hundreds, tens and ones chart? Maybe that'll help. And then you can try it again with numbers, okay? See how that goes. What happened that time? Why don't you give yourself some space? See how you don't have any space to write there? Yeah, you have a lot of room. There you go. Got a spot there? Oh, good. What are you noticing, Kaylin? What did you notice? You had 3 ones, but you were trying to take away 6, and what did you have to do?
I had to add a 10.
Mm-hmm. That was just like what you were doing, remember, when we were working on our ways to make a number, right? We were breaking apart the blocks. Yeah, so you're breaking apart a 10 and making it into ones. Keep going, you've got the right idea.
15, 16, 15, 14, 14,
Good job.
14, 13,
So you exchanged a 10 for what?
15,
10 ones. Now do you feel like it's going to be a little easier to take these things away?
13,
Okay, go ahead. So how many ones do you have to take away?
12,
Okay, go for it.
7. I got a 7. Have a great
Miss Steinhardt, I'm done with these.
So what do you think you need to do? You started with some 2-digit numbers and you got through them pretty quickly and you got them all correct. So what do you think you should do next?
You get a word problem.
Okay, go for a word problem. Oh, you're on the one with zeros, aren't you?
I got confused with the algorithm.
It sometimes gets you confused with the algorithm. All right, so let's do 2 things, okay? So you're going to your green section of your notebook? Okay, so let's first draw it with a number line. I'm gonna do something different than the algorithm. I'm gonna do something different than the pictures, okay? So can you make a number line like this? Yeah, we're gonna use our pencil in case. Sometimes it's a little easier rather than going backwards. Sometimes it's easier to start with this number and try to figure out how many it would take to get to 1,000, right? So we're thinking about, we have to do 1,000 minus 278, but we can actually use our related addition to figure that out, couldn't we? Okay, so why don't you put your equations down below, because this is what we're trying to figure out, and then we'll see if we can get there using some friendly numbers. Deal?
Yeah, I'm done.
You're gonna try, what did you try next?
Wait.
You got one more orange, I thought. You wanna go back to the pink?
I want to do a word called numbers.
Oh, okay, here, I'll bring them over to you, and you can look through, so see which ones you don't
I got it.
have.
I got it.
I'm really proud of you. You're remembering from yesterday, aren't you?
What's
Mhm.
wrong with
You got it. Great. Did that help you? Here's the deal I think you should make with yourself. It's okay to start with pictures and then show it with the numbers too. Do both. Does that work for you? Yeah, because usually when you try with the numbers, it gets hard, but when you do both, you always get it right. Okay? All right, you ready? Okay, so we have 278. If we have 8 ones, how many ones would we have to add on to that to get up to the next 10? 8 plus what makes 10? 8 plus 2. So we're going to jump 2. And I put a little plus sign because I know we're moving forward. We're adding on the 2. If I add 2 to this number, how many would I have?
280.
I would have 280. Great job. Well, that's a nice friendly number. So I jumped all the ones I can. I wonder if I can jump some 10s to help me get closer to 1,000. What do you think we should do?
You could jump to 10. Up to a 10.
We could jump 10 more? Okay, so let's jump a 10. Plus 10. How many would we have now, Samantha?
Wow, they gave me the wrong answer.
If we have 280 and we add,
290.
we have 290.
46
Okay.
plus
What do you want to do next?
36. Jump another 10.
Jump another 10
What is
plus
wrong
10.
here? Oh, I thought it was
Now what would we have?
200. No, 300.
300. Great job. I feel like you know how to count. Like if we were to count from 300, we could figure out how many hundreds. I'm going to make one big long jump here. We want to know how many hundreds it's going to take.
300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000.
I got something different than you. Can we try that one more time? Because I've got 7 fingers up. Let's see. So we said 300.
400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900,
1,000.
7.
It was 7. And hey, what do you notice about that? Look at that. It says 300 plus 700. Is that a 10 fact, you know? 3 plus 7? So 300 plus 700 makes 1,000. Do you think that's true? All right. So now let's figure this out.
We add them together.
Yeah, we've got to figure out 700.
Wow.
So when we're going to see. We think it's 722 that we're going to add on.
I want a piece of paper.
So what I have noticed, or with, sometimes it's like they forget to put it back.
You don't have to put it back if you subtract it from both, right?
Subtracting it from both, right, yeah.
That's the
But
thing.
but you know how
Yeah.
like, it's like you've got to remember a bunch of different rules where I could apply
If they
this
get to addition,
strategy.
You have to do it back and forth.
And then I'm helping understand the
No, I
relatedness,
love
but,
it, I just didn't know
yeah.
whether.
yeah,
which
but that
one,
was
that's-
why.
'cause you-
Yeah. All right, my friend, how did that feel?
Good.
Do you feel like that felt a little bit better than the algorithm? Okay, what could I do to make this, like, do you think I could do it in fewer jumps? Do you see any place that I could maybe make it in fewer jumps? What do you think?
This could maybe maybe 7.
Hmm?
Wait, no.
What do you think?
So it's, I don't know if that's the correct answer.
I'm going to share an idea, and you tell me if you think I'm on the right track. I was thinking that maybe next time I might be able to jump 20 instead of having to jump at 10 at a time. What do you think? Do you think, is that the same thing? 10 plus 10 is the same thing as 20? Okay, so you can keep practicing this kind. I'm gonna give you a couple more. Do you wanna try one that is 3-digit and one that's 4-digit? Like that? Okay, you try them and see how it goes, and then you can glue it into your notebook, okay?
Mine is 147 equals. Oh, this gave me the wrong answer.
So what do you think we could do? Do you wanna check it together?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think? Let's start here in the ones place. Tell me about what you see.
This is a 0.
Uh-huh, 0. And you're trying to take away how many?
Oh.
What did you just realize?
That the top has a 0 and you're supposed to do.
Do you have enough ones? What are you gonna do about that?
I'm gonna subtract one of the 10.
You're gonna exchange one of those 10s? How'd it go? You used your expanded algorithm. It looks like you did great.
Can I have another
Okay.
conversation?
Is this, can I just check here? What does this say, 400 or 40? 400, okay, so you have, it's 40, okay, you're right. That would make more sense, right? This 400 would not be what we would have in the tens place if we have 130 and we took away 90. Okay, are you gonna glue this in? Do you need more? I have another glue stick over here.
Like I'm gonna subtract.
That's right.
Anderson, how's it going, buddy?
What was
Do
here?
you have calculators, or have you been checking your ideas? Awesome, I'm so proud of you. Look at you using the algorithm. This is exciting
So
stuff.
what goes
10,
here?
9, 8, 7,
This number goes here, this one goes there, and you're counting up, remember?
Okay, my friend. How's it going?
Good.
Good.
I don't know if this is the right. Is this
Okay, so
one-
you're trying to, I see, so you're exchanging.
So
Mhm.
1, 9, 0.
Okay, double check, let's count.
Minus
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, how many is this worth? How many ones? Okay, so we gotta cross that
This
off.
is still giving me the wrong answer.
Okay, so let's see where we
I
think
got
we
an
were.
A and I subtracted 4 and it got me to 4. 1, 2, 3. I got A.
Did you put it in the calculator? Can I see what you did? Just show me when you touch the button. So 190, 90 minus 140, 6. Oh, it was, you pushed 7 instead of 6. I think it was when you pushed the buttons.
190
Minus 140. That's what it says here.